Hey, what's up, people? I'm Lady Calamere. Welcome back to my channel. So glad you're here. I am doing my 126th video, and it will be on black salt. Black salt. What is it? Why would we want to use it? And I'm going to teach you all about it, how to use it, why to use it, how to make your own, and from simple recipes to more complicated recipes. And I do want to tell you that black salt, there is a culinary black salt which you can still use in magic, and there's a black salt which you do not want to eat. Basically, don't put this in your food. Salt comes in different colors. Did you know that? Or it's made into different colors. This, violet salt. I kid you not. And you can use this to make towards your black salt. We even have Himalayan pink salt. We got Celtic gray salt. Kid you not, gray salt. And even, which I don't have anymore, or can't find it, red Hawaiian salt. Now you can get black salt, Himalayan black salt, which stinks. Icelandic black salt, Hawaiian black salt, as you see here. Why does Himalayan black salt is used in food, but you can definitely use for magic. It has a sulfuric smell in it. And I know this is like certain, like roasted, and it has I think volcanic properties to it, which gives it the smell of rotten eggs. Ooh, I don't want to use that in my food. Sorry. You could, but no. And now people say, oh, you don't want to use the culinary salt in your magic. You see, because how you make black salt is you get your regular, salt, and you mix it with charcoal. Salt mixed with activated charcoal. The same activated charcoal they put in the black salt. Yeah. So, in a pinch, you can get one of these. And, as you see these little teeth marks, my cat Shadow tried to get at it. So, I keep it in the container. So, people, if you buy it in packs like this, please keep this away from your cats, because it's not cool. I had to put it away from him. That's why there's little teeth marks. So, I put it in a little container, like one of these. So, black salt, also known as sal negro, witch's salt, drive-away salt. I just like calling it black salt. So, you don't want to burn black salt on charcoal. Don't do it. You can anoint candles with it by dipping, rubbing a certain oil. Like, say if you using, I don't know, peace oil. Well, let's just say hexing oil, right? On the black candle. And you can inscribe the name you want to hex, their date of birth, what you want to happen to them. Like, I don't know, go fuck yourself. And you put some oil on and you rub it into black salt. But if you make the black salt with charcoal bricks that you burn your incense on, please be careful because of the potassium nitrate in it. You don't want to cause a fire. Yes, sometimes when you sprinkle, be careful with animals if you're in your home, because when you sprinkle it, the animals might come behind you and start licking it up, because some animals just love salt, and then you're going to have a sick cat or dog on your hand and a vet bill. I'm not saying don't sprinkle salt. I do. Just be careful of that. It just in case, you know what I mean? So you can even take the salt. So let me get a candle here. Just for instance. It could be a tea light candle. It could be one of these candles too. You just sprinkle a little bit on top. You know, you say your intention. You empower the black salt. And then light your candle. And concentrate on the flame for what you want. Black salt can be put in mojo bags, gree-gree bags, whatever you want to call them. It can be used for good and bad purposes. Banish, hex. So a lot of people will give you this huge list of what you have to put in black salt. Let me tell you, conjure people did in the day, back in the day. They didn't have all this special stuff. You know how originally black salt was made? Your regular table salt, nothing fancy. Your regular table salt mixed with chimney soot. That's how it was made. But now we have everything that we can put in to our heart's desire. But remember, just to use the stuff in your cabinets. My homemade stuff is pretty wicked. And I haven't empowered it yet. I just make a batch and then... Oh! Come on, man! That scared me. You almost knocked my... Did you break my freaking candle? So, oh my god, I thought I was going to have to restart this video. Thank you, Joker. So anyways, yeah, thought I was going to have a mess to clean up. No, you cannot have the salt. You done? Okay. So there's so many ways you can make salt for and what you can put into it, but you should empower it. I make my batch and then I will empower what I use for what I need it for. So, why are you being cute, Joker? Anyways, Joker's here. So anyways, black salt can be used for getting rid of shitty neighbors. I've had to do it. And I would just mix the black salt. You can get your... I used my Hawaiian salt and mix some red peppers with it and empowered it. Get rid of these shitty neighbors, these loud ass neighbors. It worked. I used it in spell bags to make this real nasty hag of a woman. I mean, she's pretty on the inside, ugly on the outside. And she took over the what is it called? The homeowners association, a real Karen. And she got on my last nerve. Well, she sold her home after I did this, you know, took its time working, but it really snowballed to people hating her and not liking her. Well, she sold her home and she's no longer in a home association. She's gone, she's gone, she's gone. I've used it on a roommate to make them go. You can use it for house guests to get them to go. Hexing. The sky's the limit. with what you can do. I mean, you can use black salt for a minor spell of pain to a moderate, hell, even death spells if you want to go that way. And I'm not saying if you use black salt on someone, okay, that they're going to die. You really have to program that. And death spells are great for pedophiles, to use on pedophiles, rapists, child murders. Fuck them. If that's what you want to do. And no judgments from me. You can use this for protection. Black salt is a great protector. Let me tell you something. Some people fuck up on this. If you're going to cleanse your home, don't, if you feel like you got negative spirits in your home, what people do, and they fuck up. Oh, I got salt in my eye. I'll be right back. Fuck. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, but if you're used to my videos, you know there's a lot of chaos and it's a lot of fun. Except when you just get salt in your eye. Fucking dumbass. So anyways, what people do, what they make a mistake is that when they feel a negative spirit is, they ward their home. They put like a ring of salt around their home, but they didn't cleanse it. What they did was keep the negative energy in, like a pressure cooker, you know, and it made it worse. So you should clean your home first. And that may even include physical cleaning, getting rid of garbage, getting rid of some debris, and do a spiritual cleansing from the back of your home to the front. And what you want to do is bring in good energies then from the front to the back. Then you seal it. You know, and you can also program that and allow good energies to come in that are actually good for you. Because I know there's spells that you can do to really fuck someone but seem good. So, so you want to not seal in the negative energy. And let me tell you, black salt, and no judgment here, black salt is bad for your plants and grass. So when sprinkling around your lawn, you know, easy does it. Less is more. You know, unless you want, like, it could start killing your lawn. And don't worry, a little bit's not gonna hurt. I'll tell you what I did. I had a landlord when I first came to where I'm at, going into my home without permission, taking pictures of things and taking things from my home, including cash money. I was like, because I lived in a section off of the place of his home. I was like, motherfucker. Not only did I curse the fucker, I poured black salt into one of his prized plants. Oh yeah, it died. He didn't know. I killed him. I killed it. I sound like a bad witch, but you know what? And let me tell you something, before you judge me, this guy hurt my cat. And luckily, no bones were broken. But that's when I knew I had to find a new place. He tried to hurt my cat. Tried. But he still scared him. And if it wasn't for my friend, my other person who lived in a section off home, that stopped him from sliding a door on him on purpose and tried to kill my cat. So, yeah. And I did curse him. And I did fuck up his plant. So, yeah. I was in a fit of fucking rage. He's lucky I didn't rip his throat out and shove it down his... Ooh. Okay. Whoop. No negativity, right? So, sometimes people have a reason why they do something shitty. Because, you know, they deserved it. I'm just telling you, black salt can kill your neighbor's plants. Black salt can also be used to help remove hexes and... What are you doing? Now, you are not chewing. This is my ledger he's after. You're not chewing that. Keep a record of every presentation I do, and he's there chewing on it. So, like, say if someone is fucking with your love. So to kill a love jinxing mix, you could take black salt, or even regular salt, and mix it with some dill herb, grind it all up and scatter in the home to counteract and kill that work. Especially if they're throwing powders and dust to break up your love affair all around you. Now, if you want to hurt an enemy, you can dissolve with black arts powder with black salt, mix it together, and pour it into war water, WAR water, and sprinkle onto your enemy's yard. And you're supposed to be walking backwards when you're doing it, cursing the enemy's name. I curse you, so-and-so. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. Yes, I have experience with hexing. I've hexed. I've had people try to hex me or start hexing, and yeah, I hex back. I don't play that shit. And I got a potty mouth, in case you're new. And there's my Michael Myers. My little Mikey. So if you want to get someone to move out, I mean, you could just use regular black salt. But if you want to add an extra to it, you could put some red pepper, even a little bit of sulfur, walkward. Make sure you go to their doorstep, but nowadays everyone has cameras up. You gotta be a little sneaky. And that could be fun too. You know, just be a little sneaky. You could just throw it out where you know where they will walk at, their footprint. If, you know, back in the day, you didn't have all this cement. You had lots of dirt and mud, so it was easy to curse someone's footprints. And there was times when not everyone wore shoes, so you got the nice toe prints there. So another thing is when you have house guests and they're staying too long, you know, to get rid of them, what you do is you mix up that black salt. They're not looking. And there's an art to that too sometimes. You could just, if you want to be, let me show you. You can put a little bit here and like you know, like the toothpaste, like the sprinkle, you know, the sprinkle like the Sandman on their shit. I mean, get creative. Put it in their shoes. Put it inside their socks. Especially if they got black socks, they ain't gonna know shit. And even with white socks, I mean, who the hell looks inside their socks when they put it out of their drawer? But better off with black socks. They won't know shit. And you want to use, especially if you're using for warding and protection, not only just on the outside, but you can also put it in your doorways. Especially, you know, you could sprinkle just a little, just a little dab would do you on each windowsill, especially if you have animals. You know, otherwise, hey, if you want to just spar it all over, go ahead. And make sure you wash your hands and don't rub your eyes like Calamir did here. And it would have been bad. I rubbed this stuff in my eye. That would have sucked, especially what's in it. That would have really, really sucked. So black salt is, you can use it to use it for breakup spells. Seriously, just you can get a red candle, put some breakup oil on, or cinnamon oil. Please be careful with cinnamon oil. Do not use it undiluted. Make sure it's diluted for your own safety, because it is caustic and it will burn the living shit out of you, and you will have a burn mark on you. It will be a chemical burn. That's not cool. So you can dilute it with jojoba oil. Use jojoba because that's really a wax. If you mix it with like olive oil or almond oil, it will oxidize, and within 6 months your oils got thrown away. Jojoba will last forever. Jojoba is great, especially if you know how to keep your oils away from sunlight, away from, like, you know, extreme heat. So you can put it, like, if you have any worries, you can do a spell, put what you worry about on parchment paper that you want to go away. You put some black salt in it, empower it, throw it into a ritual fire, or just burn it in a candle, throw it safely into a cauldron. Salt is here. Oh, by the way, you like my new altar cloth, guys? It's got so many cool things. It's got a wolf. Yeah, I don't know if you see the bat over there. It's got a raven, butterflies. It's really cool. It's got really north, south, east, west on it, and it's got all these wonderful decorations and symbols and sigils in it. So another thing, what you can use black salt, put it in a container, empower it, and you could put it underneath your bed. If you don't have any animals, then you can put it inside a little baggie, inside a cloth bag, or small children running around. You could put it under the cloth bag, or put it under your pillow, so in case you're having nightmares, and especially you can empower it to help you with your nightmares. Or if you have negativity around the home, maybe you have a negative roommate, live with a negative family member, maybe you have a negative domestic partnership, a negative husband or a negative wife, or maybe you're just living in a negative home with negative energies, and whatever, sometimes these spirits will really come after you when you're sleeping, because you are in a receptive state. So, and that's when sometimes they like to attack and suck your energy out. So you can put it inside a bag inside your pillowcase, underneath your pillow. And you can empower it to protect you. Black salt is wonderful for that. Black salt you can literally cast a circle, physical circle with your black salt. Make sure black salt can stain your carpet. So if you got tile floors like this, it's better because you can vacuum it up after you're done and just mop. I got a Swiffer, so, and I got a good vacuum. So you can use black salt inside a little mojo bag to help you deal with programming to deflect gossip against rude assholes, maybe to keep people's bad attention away from you. You can tape it under your desk or your chair if you have to deal with unruly bullies. Now, it can be used to remove jinxes. You can mix it with, say, graveyard dirt, hot foot powder, whatever, and you can use it whatever dirt you feel comfortable with. You can use. I know some people just make their salt with regular soil. It's cool. You can also, black salt can, after someone you don't like comes in, you can empower it and put it around outside your door so that at least they may not come back into your home. So when they leave, what you do to prevent them, to help prevent them from coming to your home, I mean, if they're your roommate, you have to do a little bit more than this. Well, you empower it, but you could just, once they go, you throw it and on the floor and you sweep it out. Banish them. Now, you can use black salt inside a poppet. They call it the voodoo doll, but it's a poppet. You can sew it, or you can make it out of clay, or make it out of wax, whatever, and pour it inside, or you can sprinkle it on the outside of the doll with the intention of causing harm. You can use black salt instead of regular salt inside witch bottles. Oh, anyone know what I'm talking about? Witch bottles are great for protection. So black salt can be simple or as fancy as you want it. It doesn't have to be expensive. You can use it for your crystals. Seriously, you can use black salt to help cleanse your crystals. You can use it for reversal spells. So for reversal spells and reversing whether negative thoughts, intentions, spells that they're sending your way. So it's good to help with feeling depressed. You can use that to, when you're negative, when your energy's feeling dull, and depending on what's in your black salt, I mean, if you're going to use it for a wash, I would use, I mean, you could use this. You can get black salt from like ice. There's also Icelandic black salt, so I don't have any on my possession, but you can get Hawaiian black salt. Himalayan stinks. I mean, but you can use it in, say, water. You put a few, you know, if you have a shower, you could put it inside a container with water, empower it, say your blessings and your prayers, and call upon your spirit guides, and you can pour it over your shoulders. You don't want to get salt water in your eye. And then you can wash as usual. You can put a little bit of like black salt that you empowered for, just put a little bit in your bath water. You don't want to put a whole lot. You don't need your black, you don't need black bathing water. You could just put a little bit, like something like this, because you know what's in it. I actually got this at Ross. So black salt is cool to use and has health benefits, so I'm not going to get into that. So black salt can also be used in breakup spells, to break up and have your ex leave, or the other half to leave, especially if they refuse to leave. Sometimes that can be a problem. So anyways, how do you make black salt? So let's get into it. Black salt can be made in different ways. Chimney salt, like I said, or you can go to your a bonfire that you have, or a ritual fire. So you can get the ashes after it cools down. Please be careful. And then mix it with regular white salt. And if it makes you feel comfortable and happy and good inside, it could be kosher salt or sea salt. Or it could be just your regular table salt. So some people say has to be sea salt. Has to be Mediterranean sea salt. Has to be kosher salt. Kosher salt's great. So I got a whole big box of it. You can mix it with ash. You can mix, now another way they make salt is some people just get salt and they use black mica. Others like to mix salt with iron filings. Because I have a jar of iron filings. I should have gotten it out. And you can get it in a cold store. Just ask for iron filings, and you can get like a jar of it and just mix it with your salt. Now you can always use black salt and mix it with your regular white salt. See what I did with this, and I'll tell you my recipe. Ooh, it stinks. I mixed this stinky stuff with some of this, with I can't even put this in right now. I'm a lazy bitch, ain't I? I got some violet in there. You can mix, okay, so ADD moment. I mix this with some kosher salt, with a little bit of pre-made black salt, And as you can see, I got some from an occult store made for me. I mixed that together, right? Even though this has a sulfur smell, I put a little bit of extra sulfur in. I got my pepper medley mix. It has red pepper, green pepper, pink pepper, and black pepper. Mixed it in. Then I got my Szechuan pepper mix that has salt in. Mixed that in. Then I got some iron filings. Put that in. I had cigar ash from a cigar tray, so I poured the cigar ash in. And I just mixed it up. And I can, I just added some of this in. Violet salt. And if I had a little bit of red salt, I'd put that in. And I had my reasonings with the black and the white mixing together. Purple also dealing with it. Anyone knows about purple energy, dealing with the dead and stuff. In some cultures, purple does deal with the other side. And just mix it together. If you want to mix some essential oils, go ahead. Just put a drop or two. But if you put too much, it's going to be wet and it's going to be muddy. And it's going to be useless. I know some people put other things. You could put dirt in it. Graveyard dirt, crossroads dirt, for whatever dirt you're using. You can use regular soil. I've heard of people using coffee grinds. Just know instant coffee is kind of sticky. So just use your regular coffee ground, just basic coffee that's been ground up if that's what you want to use. Cigarette ash. Ash from burning papers that you use in your spells. Incense ash. Incense cones, incense sticks. The residue of incense ash. People mix just salt and pepper together. Do you know sometimes people literally make salt, black salt, by mixing some salt and a good amount of pepper. It's pretty spicy, but hey, it works. People will add, another good thing is if you want to add herbs, what you want to do is you want to like burn the herbs. Like rosemary is great to remove negative forces. So after it's in ash form, you just mix it in your salt. I know some people like to put gopher dust in their black salt. And it depends on how negative, how this is like kind of like, could be used either for good or bad, more for protection, warding, and even to a point of cursing. Because what I can do, I can add some ghost chili powder in it. Yes, I have ghost chili powder. I could put that in and really make it nasty. And just put some cursing incense, hexing incense, and some patchouli. An old cursing remedy is graveyard dirt and patchouli mixed together. And you could put some, if you want, put some hot chili powders in. But basic dirt powder, basic cursing powders, graveyard dirt and patchouli. I know some people like to really jazz it up and put all different types of burnt herbs. Whatever you feel should be part of it. I mean, I've known someone to crushes up dragon's blood and just puts a little bit in it. Dragon's blood resin. Now, sulfur, before you say, oh, it's only for bad, no. It's actually an ingredient in twisting powder, which you don't burn twisting powder. What twisting powder is what I do is I put it for protection and to send back the shit. Not only to protect me, but send back the shit that's being sent to me. Because twisting, yeah, sulfur can be used for very negative purposes, but it's used for other purposes as well. Not just, sulfur is not just for cursing. Now, some people say you can only make black salt when the moon is full, when the moon is dark, or when it's in the planetary powers of Mars if you put pepper in. And otherwise, it should be, the planetary hour should be Saturn. Look, sometimes you need to make it when you need to make it, or when you're out. You're out. Like I said, or you can just get one of these and empower it. Because like I said, some people put charcoal and salt together. And this has charcoal in it because of the Hawaiian salt. So you can use charcoal, like I said, black mica. And let me show you. Yes. Look at that. Some of it's finely ground, some of it's coarse. It almost looks like dirt. It looks like my graveyard dirt I've collected. And when you're collecting graveyard dirt, people, please be careful. Do it with respect. And when you take dirt, just say, hey, I'm taking some dirt. I need some dirt. And leave an offering for the spirits there, like some candy, maybe some spirits, coins. And if you drop a few coins, no one's going to say you're littering. So just be careful when you drop candy, because someone could say you're littering and bust you. And you could get busted for that. I've never gotten busted because I'm careful. But, or you can leave flowers. Who the hell is going to say anything to you about leaving flowers? So you're leaving flowers. You know. But if they catch you leaving candies and stuff, they can make you clean it up. Never happened to me. You know, but never got busted leaving candies and chocolate. So, and the same thing with Crossroads dirt, I leave something like like some change or some candy, because some of those Crossroads spirits can. So, I never had a problem with that, but. So now you know how to make black salt. Where do you get black salt? New Age store, Botanicas, pagan occult stores, Amazon, eBay. Make it yourself. You can buy it at Ross, Home Goods. It's getting harder to find black salt now. I was trying to find some, and now it's just like the edible type. So once I run out, I'm gonna have to go on Amazon. So anyways, I do hope you found this was fun and crazy and great. I had a good time making this, and there's a lot more you can learn about black salt. Feel free to look it up on the internet. I mean, I've already did over 44 minutes on blah 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 black salt. And like, it's good for hauntings. It's good to get rid of hauntings and phantasms, and or to help control it. It's good for removing like negative energies, or if the land is kind of sour, and you know, until you can move. If you feel you need to move, you can use black salt to help protect you. If you've got a really bad problem, I would say, you know, keep black salt here, keep black salt in that place, and you may want to have to carry it with you, a little baggie inside your purse or in your pocket or around your neck. Put some protective stones like selenite and black tourmaline, sorry. That helps protect you. So anyways, if you like this video, Please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Hit me up on those comments. I'll answer you when I can, because, well, that's my cat, Evil Genius. I don't have a Patreon account, so my currency is like my video and subscribe. And when you subscribe, you'll never miss a video. Oh my God, Joker, you're so cute. You're a cutie. You don't want to be in the video? Cutie patootie. And please think about giving to Red Cross or to help the people in the war-torn countries. There's a lot of people suffering, especially like in Ukraine. Give clothes to donate to thrift stores, especially nonprofit is great. And be good to yourself, be good to others. I hope you liked this video. I hope you found this interesting. But like I said, my currency for me, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share my video with your friends and family on your Facebook. And as always, blessed be.